Good day, boys and girls. I hope you're all doing fine. Our social studies topic for today is National Heroes of Jamaica. We're continuing, and our unit title, National Heroes and Their Contribution to National Development. Let's get to it. Now, just a reminder, Jamaica has 6 national heroes and 1 heroine. Now, let us take a look at our heroine, Nanny of the Maroons. And please note, we use the title Right Honorable Nanny. National Hero of Jamaica, the Right Honorable Samuel Sharpe. National Hero of Jamaica, the Right Honorable Paul Bogle. National Hero of Jamaica, the Right Honorable George William Gordon. Hero of Jamaica, the Right Honorable Norman Manley. National Hero of Jamaica, the Right Honorable Alexander Bustamante. Now that we have taken a look at what our national heroes look like, we're going to take a look now at what the order of national heroes look like. Here it is, boys and girls, look at it. Let's go now to our next slide. Now guys, just in case you're still wondering why were persons given this order of national hero, let's take a closer look at what they did to actually earn it. Of the 5 orders of the Societies of Honor in Jamaica, the Order of National Hero is the highest. And this order is given only to Jamaican citizens for services of the most distinguished nature. What do we mean by services of the most distinguished nature? We're really speaking to acts of bravery and selflessness for the benefit of your nation, even at the risk of your own life and freedom. Services that would benefit the society on a whole. How do persons earn the Order of National Hero? It's continued, and the Order of National Hero was made possible through the National Honors and Awards Act of 1969. The Order of National Hero can be given to persons either posthumously, meaning after they have died, or when they retire from active public life. Persons earn the Order of National Hero. We're still on that subtopic. Now, the first 3 persons to be acknowledged as national heroes were Paul Bogle, George William Gordon, and Marcus Garvey. Let's take a closer look at how our heroes and heroines contributed to the Jamaican society. What did they do? Nanny was a great leader, a female leader, in a time when female leadership was very rare. Nanny formed her own band of formerly enslaved Africans who resisted enslavement and British rule. Nanny originally lived in Black Rio Grande Valley and later relocated to Nannytown, which is now known as Moortown. Nanny led many wars against the British soldiers. She kept her settlement in the bushes, and of course her settlement became a place of refuge for enslaved Africans who were on the plantation facing mistreatment from their slave masters. We now turn to Sam Sharpe. Samuel Sharpe was a Baptist. He was a Baptist deacon. He grew up in enslavement, but he was taught to read and write, and that was a very special privilege. Most enslaved persons could not read and write, and we know, boys and girls, that knowledge is power. Now, how did Samuel Sharpe use his ability to read and write to help his fellow blacks? He lived in the parish of St. James on a plantation owned by Samuel and Jane Sharpe. And of course, you're seeing the correlation between the names because they were his slave masters and he took their name. Now, Samuel Sharpe encouraged blacks to resist the harsh treatment they faced from their masters by going on a strike. And that strike led to the turning point of events in a time when most black persons did not know anything but to submit to the might or the will of their slave masters. Samuel Sharpe realized that they were mistreated, they should be paid wages for their work, and that they should not be forced to do free labor. Now guys, as noted before, Samuel Sharpe was very intelligent. He encouraged the enslaved to strike during a time when the cane was to be reaped. And this was a very, very smart move on his part, because that could hurt the business of the plantation owners. Because if the slave masters did not give in to their demands, of course, the canes would be left in the field to spoil, and that would mean huge losses for the plantation owners. And let's see how things turned out. Now, boys and girls, because of this strike or this refusal to work without being paid wages, there was a rebellion, because of course the plantation owners would not give in to these enslaved persons. And this rebellion was popularly known as the Christmas Rebellion because it took place around Christmas time. And the Christmas Rebellion led to huge losses. Loss of lives, a lot of whites were killed, and of course a lot of blacks were killed when the militia came in, the soldiers, and animals were maimed and killed that were used on the plantation, and of course cane fields were burnt. There was a lot of devastation, and this Christmas Rebellion forced whites and parliamentarians in Britain to come to terms with the fact that forced labor was going to be very detrimental, and it would not be profitable to slave masters in the long run. Led to a lot of deaths, but there was hope for many who survived, as this rebellion influenced the decision of the British Parliament to pass the Emancipation Act, August 1, 1834. And the Emancipation Act meant that slavery was abolished in Jamaica and most British colonies on that day, in that year. Down to our activity session. Please use your workbook Exploring Social Studies Grade 7 and complete the following activities. 1.4 on page 17 and 2.7 on page 21. You are to also write an essay in which your name and class should be placed at the top. Now you're to write an essay about the outstanding qualities and activities done by both Nanny and Samuel Sharpe that enable them to become leaders and contributors to the Jamaican society. Now, we will continue on our topic, national heroes, in our next slide. Your additional reading source is Jamaica, Living Together in Society. Now guys, we have come to the end of our lesson for today, but I want you also to take special care of yourselves. Remember to wash your hands, sanitize your personal items, and if you must go outdoors, please use a mask. I also want you to remember to upload your essay to genstudies1culture@gmail.com. Take care and bye for now.